Right, this is our town now, gentlemen.
What?
We made it to Red Rock Canyon, ladies and gentlemen. So this is Red Rock Canyon. Alright, so these are the three tribal men. Let's go take a look.
I've been warned about you. You were perilously close to making an enemy of Caesar, and that is not wise. They're a tribe of fine warriors with many proud traditions and a glorious history. They will be worthy additions to the Legion.
What?
My name is Carl. Glorious Caesar has sent me as an emissary to the great Khans as a token of our alliance. In exchange for great Caesar's promise of all the lands west of New Vegas, the Khans have agreed to fight alongside the Legion when the time comes.
Interesting.
I am one of the Frumentari. It is my duty to scout the waste in Caesar's name and make contact with any tribes that might serve a useful purpose. You might say I'm somewhere between a scout and an ambassador. I'm assigned here as part of the alliance between the Legion and the Great Khans.
Really?
Though they have been cruelly oppressed by the NCR, the Khans remain great warriors. The Legion is honored to have such allies in battle.
Alright.
Speak then.
So he's an idiot.
I haven't seen you before. What brings you to the Great Khans? That's a complicated question. They've done horrible things to our people, to be sure.
Really?
And I've gladly killed many of their soldiers in battle. But I can't bring myself to hate them the way Papa does. Things would damn sure be better for us if they were in charge than Caesar.
Alright.
I suppose if asked, I would. But that's a moot point, because Papa's in charge now, and he's not going anywhere.
Alright.
Papa is one of the best leaders the Khans have ever had. He's kept us together through all of our hardships, ever since we left California. Bitter Springs changed him, though. He started to really hate the NCR after the massacre. And sometimes I worry that's poisoned his mind. Nothing. Forget about it. I shouldn't be talking about this with an outsider. Name's Regis. I'm Papa Khan's advisor and right-hand man. I'm also the chief enforcer of the tribe's laws, so watch your behavior.
Ooh. Scary. Alright.
So the cub enters the wolf's den. What do you want, cub? Have you now? Well, you're a bold one, I'll give you that. But why should I do this for you?
Caesar is the only using you. He does not actually care about the Great Khans. Do you think Caesar's going to restore your tribe to glory? You will be made of slaves. Basically.
The great Khans will not be slaves. Caesar himself has promised us the land from here to the Colorado and the freedom to raid as we see fit.
Nope.
I won't hear any more talk against Caesar or his alliance. The great Khans will answer Caesar's call to war, and the NCR will pay for their crimes. You want to hear the story of the great Khans? It's a long one, full of honor, glory, and betrayal. We have suffered, but we will regain our glory.
Really?
In a hurry, are you? Very well, then. The great Khans came east, out of the NCR 14 years ago.
Really?
We ruled the wastes then, and called no man master. But we underestimated the families of the Strip, and they drove us back to Bitter Springs, where we remained until the NCR arrived and drove us here. They allied with Mr. House, the self-proclaimed master of New Vegas. He supported them with the resources of New Vegas. Weapons, technology, caps. They were better equipped, and we could not stand against them.
Well, no crap.
When the NCR came to the Mojave, we thought they would be easy pickings. We raided their caravans, their towns, their camps. They couldn't stop us. At least that's what we thought. They tracked us to Bitter Springs and surrounded us. When our children, our sick and old, fled through a nearby pass, the NCR gunned them down.
Damn.
Oh, they claimed it was a miscommunication, but tell that to those who saw our families butchered. Tell it to the survivors who were banished here. Typical.
All right.
No reference for history in the younger generations. You march all the way out to Red Rock Canyon, enter my home as bold as you please, and you have no idea who I am? You've got guts, I'll give you that.
Oh, yeah.
Well then, let me educate you. I am the chief of the great Khans. The Khan of Khans, if you like. This is my tribe, and these are my people.
Well, that is super great on you, my guy. But, you guys are imbeciles thinking that you're gonna take out the NCR real quick. Like, very much. Very much. So. Carl's Journal. Alright, what's this? Take Carl's Journal. I mean, it's bad karma, but we do have Carl's Journal. So, let's take a look at what Carl has been reading. This journal consists of detailed records of observations of Carl's time with the Great Khans. Many entries go into detail about the opinion of their savage barbarian customs, and at several points of waxing philosophy about how it was very like Caesar's legion will execute a lot of them. So we have dirt on Carl. So if we wanted to get rid of Carl,
I heard you try to convince Papa Khan not to join with Caesar's legion. I'd like to talk to you about that for a moment.
All right, what you got on your mind?
You want to convince Papa not to ally with Caesar, right?
Yeah.
Trust me, you'll get nowhere just talking to him about it.
Okay.
He's fixated on restoring the glory of the great Khans, and he sees Caesar as the path to that restoration.
All right.
Papa can be a stubborn man, but he's not a tyrant. He listens to his tribe, and to 4 voices in particular.
Okay.
Me, Jack, Diane, and Melissa.
Okay.
If you can convince all of us that allying with Caesar is a bad idea, you might be able to sway him.
All right.
I have my doubts about Caesar, yes, but I won't publicly go against Papa Khan based on nothing more than doubts.
Gotcha.
I've heard rumors that tribes who aligned with Caesar in the past were torn apart and reduced to slaves. Prove it, and I'll back you.
Gotcha.
You'd have to talk to them, but those 2 have been thick as thieves since they were kids. Convince one, and the other will come around.
Ready?
Melissa. She's a bit of a dreamer. Last time she was in camp, Carl filled her head with stories of serving the Legion as a speculatore. Personally, I've never seen a woman in Legionnaire's armor, so I have my doubts.
Yeah, that's a non-thing.
Good. Oh, one more thing. Caesar's representative, Carl, has become fast friends with Papa. Carl's the one who has him so fixated on this alliance. You'll probably have an easier time of things if you can find a way to get him out of the picture.
Gotcha.
Carl talks prettily about the honor and nobility of the great Khans, but I suspect his actual opinion is less flattering. Maybe you could find something he wrote that expresses that opinion, or trick him into losing his cool in the longhouse right in front of Papa.
I'll keep that in mind.
I would too.
We already found evidence. But here's the thing. We already found Carl's journal of saying that a lot of them are going to be executed. Probably the remaining force of them is going to be turned into slaves, such as women and children. So most of the males are going to get executed. So we are now here, and we're going to basically do get drugs from Jack from Red Road Canyon, which is like, how far is that? Google map. It's not that far. So we're going to get that done, and then basically the other map, the other thing. So we're here to essentially do that. Blah blah blah. Damn, this place is like Jerry the.
What do you want? I can tell you they're a bunch of big dumb jerks with no appreciation for art. I mean, can you believe their initiation? Yeah, maybe you're right. Maybe I can find my true calling, someplace they'll appreciate my poetry. Someplace like the old Mormon fort, maybe. Do you think the followers of the apocalypse would take me? I remember all those books they brought us when they visited our tribe. You'd do that? Thanks. I mean, I'd go myself, but what if they said no? The cons wouldn't take me back, and then I'd have nobody.
Alright.
Nothing really. Just trying to psych myself up to try my initiation. Again. Everybody has to do it. Well, everybody who wants to be a con anyways. They toss you into the ring there and beat on you for a solid minute. If you survive, you're in. Sure, maybe not if you're some hulking reprobate like Regis or big to the gills like Jack. I've tried 5 times and still haven't made it.
Damn. Well, I'm so sorry to hear that, but it wouldn't take me out on a fight, even if I have health. You got Jack, you got Diane.
You're not one of my regulars. What do you want?
I've been told about the
Hey,
lions.
it's not like I'm super attached to working with Caesar or anything. But if he'll stop his patrols from harassing my runners, I'm all for it.
Alright.
I haven't heard anything like that. Do you have any proof?
But I found some.
Okay. Come on back when you do.
Will do.
We keep the great cons from falling apart, essentially. Jack manufactures the chems. I organize the runners and the shipments.
Gotcha.
We're supplying things people want in exchange for things our tribe needs. Don't judge us.
Gotcha.
We make regular shipments to a lot of settlements around the Mojave. A lot of our business comes from the fiends lately. Personally, I think they're kind of creepy, but Papa likes the fact they get all hopped up on Psycho and harass the NCR patrols. Like what?
Tell me about.
I'll spare you the history lesson.
Thank you.
Talk to Papa Khan if you want to hear that story.
Gotcha.
Things have been rough for a while now. Even with Jack working all the time and my runners making deliveries daily, we're barely getting by.
Really?
Maybe this alliance with Caesar will help, but
No.
I don't know. Red Rock Canyon isn't exactly the most hospitable place.
No.
There's no food, barely any water, and nothing anybody wants. We used to send patrols out to acquire supplies, but ever since Bitter Springs, there just aren't enough of us left.
Damn.
Sure. What do you want to know? You look like you could handle yourself in a fix. All right, I'll tell you what. Anders, one of my best runners, is overdue to report back. If you can find out what happened to him, I'll give you some real work.
Will do.
About 3 weeks ago, I sent Anders southeast to find a route into Arizona, to open new markets for our product. He should have been back 2 days ago, but there's been no sign of him.
Interesting.
Thanks. Prove you're reliable on this, and I'll have more for you later.
Will do.
Any luck finding Anders?
No, no.
Okay. But please find him as soon as you can.
Will do.
Well, it's not like I'm super attached to working with Caesar or anything.
Right, so.
Helpful? What, like bathtub stim packs? What's the point of that?
Can I redo that?
Bye. Any luck finding Anders?
Nah. He's done for.
Jack handles the small-time purchases. You should talk to him unless you're looking for a major shipment. Anything else?
Alright, small time purchases. Check.
Whoa, new guy.
Yeah.
Huh? Look, man, me and Diane, we don't dig on that politics stuff, savvy? We just make the product and make it get to a good home. Sure, Caesar's a drag, but as long as we've got each other, we don't care who the top dogs roll with. Dude, wait. Do? We don't, do anything. We make the magic happen. We make the happy stuff. What do you need? Jet, Psycho, a little Med-X to ease the pain? Nah, man, more like drug suppliers. Yeah. Other folks sell them. Diane's mostly in charge of that.
Alright.
Guess I just had a natural talent for it. When I was a kid, these cats called the followers of the apocalypse came to our camp. They knew all kinds of kooky, scientistical stuff, so I ate up all the chemistry they could teach. Diane had to head for business, so we teamed up.
Nice.
Diane's my girl, man. We've been taking care of each other our whole lives, ever since our folks died. Now we keep the cons and caps together.
Cool.
They're family, you dig? They've always looked out for us, made sure we had something to eat and a place to crash. Papa may look like a big angry bear, but he's a softy at heart. Regis is cool, scary, but cool. The rest are all pretty groovy, even little Jerry. The other dudes call him Jerry the Punk. That's kinda harsh, though. I think he's just a sensitive soul that needs some love. He's usually down around the proving ground if you want to say yo.
Alright.
Groove-tastic. Tell him it's on his tab.
Okay.
Diane handles most of the transactional elements of this little enterprise, but I'm always in the market for new recipes if you've got the spark.
Alright.
Right on. What have you got? Right on. Let's have it.
Alright, so we need to go find, basically, we need to convince the 4 people, basically of Diane and Jack, and basically evidence of Regulus that Caesar is going to annihilate the Great Khans, Missia against him, and then that. So, basically, we have that. Find the missing. Alright, so where the hell is this? What? Why the hell down here? Damn! Alright, so we're back at here. And, got our combat armor on. We have fiend outfits and stuff. Forgot to, unfortunately, put away some stuff. Because we managed to grab a load of crap. Loads of crap. So, we'll be right back. We're going to put away a bunch of crap and then go over to that area. Got to pick up some food. What is this? It's like a place of loot. What's this as well? Some cowboy over here. That crap, like that, those as well, and we're being ambushed. Yep, we're being ambushed. See some targets. Targets are coming up. Yep, we got some targets. Oh! Damn! The hell's throwing grenades? The Tungers are throwing grenades. Who the hell's throwing grenades? Die, suckers! Die! You're shooting at me. There we go. Mission accomplished. Well, we got ambushed, but nobody survived. So, here we go. Map. Alright. Dark page. Dear Diary, Mom and Dad went to the NCR camp nearby to trade for supplies, but they haven't come back yet. I hope nothing bad has happened. Sounds like a kid. Malnourished ramen. At this place. H2. Dear Diary, I took a chance today and left some animals alone to go look. I found them in that camp. They had become horrible feral ghouls. What? I didn't know what to do, so they came after me so fast. Oh, Judy, what I have done. Page 3. Dear Diary, I hate all of being alone, all alone. I want my mom and dad back. But I can't have them back because I killed them. I didn't want to kill them, but I had to kill them. Otherwise, they would eat me. Hope the animals don't eat me. Can animals become? Dear Diary, the animals are evil. They are try to eat me in my sleep. They want the farm for themselves, and now mom and dad are gone. They want the farm for themselves. They're plotting against me. They're planning to eat me. They became fools, and like my parents, they want to eat me like my parents did. So too many of them to kill all of them. I know what I'll do. I'll burn down the house around me. Then the animals can't eat me because there'll be nothing left for them to eat. Damn. So he or she basically burned the whole house down just so that way they can get away from the animals. This is probably the dad. Doctors. Alright, definitely the dad. And the mom had just basically bullets on her. Alright. Got shots fired. Is it NTR? Legions. Legionnaires are... Damn! That guy even stood a chance. They didn't stood any chances. Holy moly. Man down.
Traveler, you'll want to steer clear of this place.
Really?
The whole town's irradiated to high hell.
Alright. Filtration. So why you
I was
starting?
stationed at Camp Searchlight before the incident.
Really?
I've since taken it upon myself to keep travelers away from the area.
I see that. I see you dispatched the Legionnaires real quick. Damn.
Some legionaries snuck into the camp and set off some kind of radiation bomb. I don't know where they got it, but it was damn effective. Killed almost everyone and turned the rest into ghouls.
Damn.
I was out on patrol at the time, so I wasn't in the camp when it happened. There were a few others with me after it happened, including some of my superiors. Between radiation poisoning and attacks by the Legion, they all died out.
Damn.
I don't know, unfortunately. There may be clues somewhere inside the camp, but I'm not about to run in there to find out. Sure.
All right.
Head north toward Novak. Look for a big dinosaur. Can't miss it. Because it's a far safer place to be than here.
Right. So, them suckers didn't make it. Nah, it's not too bad. Ooh, troops. They got mad. There's a Space Ranger cadet. Take him out. Holy damn. But his head just popped. Red dog tag. Be taking you and
Trouble.
Alright. What the hell was that? Damn. ED got our back for sure. Glowing trooper.
hood.
You're dead, son. No one slapped Victoria. Good companion. Good companion. He just like disintegrated two dudes back there. Who is this? Let out the freaking radiation.